What is up, guys? And today I'm going to be teaching you how you can market manipulate simply and effectively to become a billionaire. Let me give you your keys to market manipulating as simply and efficiently as possible. Your first key is going to be you want an item with no set price. If it's sold by an NPC for, let's say, 1,000,000 coins, it's pretty much unmanipulatable because people can just buy it from that NPC, and you can't raise the price artificially because it has a set price from the NPC. Number two, you're going to want a low amount of items being sold. That doesn't necessarily mean that there has to be not that many items on the server. You can manipulate items that have a bunch on the server, but you want a low amount of them on the auction house in circulation. Ideally, you want a pretty rare item, but it can be manipulated even if it's just a low amount of items being sold and there's a bunch in circulation. And third, you're going to want to use items people don't expect to be manipulated. For example, pet skins. Most investors and people just will not touch those because they are so easily manipulated and they have that stigmatism of, oh, it's probably manipulated. So you don't want to use items that people expect to be manipulated for the best results and you getting as much money as you want quickly. Okay, so I am going to kind of show you some items. You do not have to have 91 million coins. That's just what I have at the moment, liquid. And just for the sake of this, I'm just going to use, I don't know, 11 million. Because you can start with 10 mil, you can start with 5 mil, you could even start with 1 mil. It just depends on kind of where you want to go and how much money you have available. Okay, I have an item pre-selected here, but again, you just want to look at the criteria. And another thing, if you're looking for an item, is that you do not want the item to be completely useless. So right here, Century Cake of Hype. Century Cakes are good for a number of reasons. They don't have that stigmatism of, oh, this is like pet skins, it's going to be manipulated. They have a use, which is getting the mining fortune. People buy them fairly consistently, and you can have a price gap, and there's no set price because the item can't be obtained anymore. So right here we have a price gap, but something you want to check before going into this item is this item already being manipulated by someone? So you're going to want to check a price checker, price graph for that. So we're looking at the graph here, and one day you see that it's 7 million, really strong price, and then it takes a dip here and goes back up. So then you want to look at the 1 week graph and see, okay, it seems to be holding pretty steadily around the 5 million and 4 million coin mark. Then looks like it was manipulated pretty heavily, falls, back up, falls. So this is the sign of a manipulation. Someone's auctioning it off here, which is actually not the way I do it, but I'll explain that later. This is what makes it so simple. A big price dip like this. So currently they are down from what they normally are, because you can see it's a little bit up here. They're down right here. So this is going to be a good time to buy. Now that we've checked that the item isn't being manipulated by someone else, buy and buy. So now the price of the item is artificially inflated to 5.8 million coins. So we can set the price at 5.7 mil for both of these. This also ends in 4 hours. So if we wanted to make a little bit of extra money, we could do it at 6 million. I'm not going to because it's just this tutorial, and I don't really care about that extra 100k as much as I just want them to sell so that I can kind of show you guys how it works. So let me get to selling. So the way that most people are going to tell you to do it is auction them off and spam in hubs, which first of all is a lot of work. Second of all, gets annoying. You mostly get ignored, and there's a possibility of a big loss. So what I do is we've artificially inflated the price to 5.7, well, technically 5.8 mil, but this is what I would list it at. So I actually do it as a bin. This is how it's so much simpler because you don't have to do all the hub stuff, and your item is still the cheapest. And this is why getting that criteria is just so important, because as long as it's met this criteria, there's probably not going to be another one up. So mine's going to be the cheapest whenever someone wants to buy the Century Cake of Hype. As you can see, after fees, taxes, and all that great stuff, we will make about 1.5 million coins profit at this price. You can make so much more if you have more to invest, like I do. I have like 80 mil in the bank or something right now, and it really, really grows up fast. This is probably the simplest way to become a billionaire, in my opinion, with no actual grinding. And as you can see, it took us 2 minutes for this. It's insanely easy. So, one last note is I kept this one. It's easier to spot a manipulation if you have two items with the exact same price up, and you just want to be safe. So wait for that one to sell and then look at the other one that you have. And also the price could go up because as we can see, that item right there, this auction that's setting the price, well, we're setting the price now, but the one that set the price before us is ending in 4 hours. So let's say this one sells, and then overnight this one's going to end. So suddenly the price is 6 million coins, making us an extra couple thousand coins. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you could subscribe, that would really make my day, as I do spend a good amount of time trying to make these tutorials and such. I will give you some more money making guides and possibly a series on manipulation, just how to do it more effectively and all that. But please subscribe for those. Drop a comment, give a like. I'm doing a 1 million coin giveaway for the best comment about manipulation. So drop your questions there. I'll answer them, but the most kind of insightful comment about it, I will give you a heart, ask you to comment your name, and you will be given 1 million coins. So thank you guys so much for watching again. Have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this, and become a billionaire with this method.